Good morning, happy Saturday. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara. I hardly introduce myself. I just get into the videos. And I think that has a lot to do with being nervous, but I don't understand why, because this YouTube thing is so weird. Just camera life is very weird because you're talking to no one, literally. There's no one in the house, there's no one in the room. It's just me and the camera, but I'm nervous. I think it's this like idea of if 7 people are watching your video, it's like, or if there's a potential that there's 7 people that are going to be watching your video, you're already thinking of those people, but you don't even know who's going to be watching your videos. It's so strange. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here to talk about Vlogtober, my health, and unemployment. We'll talk about Vlogtober first. I said, and vehemently I said, I was going to partake in Vlogtober, and I'm struggling because my days are pretty mundane and they're very redundant. They're repetitive. And that is it's a strange thing for me to, like, position to be in, because all I do is job hunt. If I'm not job hunting, I'll like kind of surround or go within the surroundings of my area. So I'll go to Pick and Pay, Checkers, run errands, but like even that is like very limited. It's not like super errands. And then every now and then I'll be doing maybe something with my uncle with his wine company, or like I'll just be here and there, but like there's no real I'm gonna say interest. And the only reason why I say that is because I know there's a lot of people that watch YouTube and watch for certain reasons. I watch for fashion, I watch for style, I watch for aesthetics, and I watch for education. That's what I use YouTube for a lot of the time. I educate myself on an array of things. If I need to learn how to do something on my laptop, I'll go on YouTube to search it and see what I can find and how to use it, and so on and so forth. If I'm learning about a certain social issue, I will go. My YouTube is my first like stop, even before Google, and that's pretty bad. But I think it's because I like research in its, what's the word? I like research in its pure form, in its experimental, or in its like live form. I haven't been to school in a while, so I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I like to see people living out their life. That's my research. So I watch other people in their videos, and other people are getting their first apartments, going to school, things that I've already done, but still feel very behind in life because I live at home. Something I'm very like honest about here, I also don't live at a home. I live at my aunt's home. So technically I'm a visitor. I'm not at home. I'm not super comfortable. I'm just a visitor. And it makes things a little tough because I think I'm comparing myself to other people and what they do on a daily basis. I don't have a car of my own. I don't have a stable income at the moment. I just moved from America, and I know it's been a while, but I keep saying this because for me, because I don't have too many people to talk to, or there aren't people around me that understand what I'm going through. I'm still going through the phase of flipping over one page, going into another. I'm still trying to get used to this new chapter. It hasn't sinked in 100% that I'm home. Of course I'm home, I know I am. But there's so many, I was in America for 4 years and had become so accustomed to that life that I'm still getting used to being back home, and things have changed at home. So it's not like, oh, but you were born and bred in South Africa, you should know what it's like to be home. That's not how it works, unfortunately. And I thought the same too when I was in America. I was like, I'll be fine when I go home. Like, there's no issue. Like, in terms of reverse culture shock, I just felt like, but it's home. I know these people. And it's not, but it's home. I know these people. It's really not. I've changed as a person quite a bit. And then you come home and you kind of get triggered and you feel like you're being taken back, but that's not what it is. It's just a reminder of, oh, there's still this you have to do, there's still this that you have to work on, there's still this that you have to unlearn. But I have changed quite a bit. And even if other people it's not for other people to see or witness or validate is the word I'm looking for. I just know that I'm feeling very disconnected because there's so much that has happened up until this very moment, and there's so much that has like changed me, and things I'm very grateful for. It's just very uncomfortable trying to come back and like rewire, and you can't rewire because if you want to regress, cool, I guess you can, but sometimes I just feel like you can't. You just have to move forward, and I'm struggling with that, and I'm struggling with recording at home. Like I said, it's not my home, so I don't necessarily feel 100% comfortable always recording. And when they are home, when like my aunt and her fiance are home and my cousin are home, I don't always feel comfortable recording because I feel like I'm in their space, and I just do my best to record what I can, and what I can becomes very redundant, and that's why Vlogtober is so difficult. It's challenging my creativity. It's making me think about whether or not I am as creative as I think I am. And another thing I just want to say on the side, I once heard a creator say, if you're not creative, don't do this. And I was like, what? I was so shocked in what she said. And the reason why I was shocked is because I disagreed so much with what she said. And the reason why I disagree is because this is not a platform for if you're creative or not. This is a platform for whoever wants to be on this platform. I've seen people on this platform, and mind you, I think she's a pretty creative person. However, please don't mistake creativity for good editing, because I think you do need a certain level of intelligence, tech savviness, and creativity to be able to edit really well, like make a video stand out, make a video stand out. However, I think there's times where I like record videos that are not like exciting, but because I enjoy editing, I really love the final product of an edited project. I am good. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I can edit like a supervisor. I was going to say like a boss, but not really. I'm not at that point. But the more I do it, the better I get at it. And it was one of the first things I really enjoyed or wanted to do when I started YouTube, was editing. And so I really just, as to summarize my side note, I really believe that if you're not good at editing, if you're not necessarily creative, quote unquote, jump on the platform and do what you want to do. You probably live an exciting life, a lot more exciting than a lot of us creatives, but you don't want to show it because, or you're scared to show it, and you want to be on YouTube, but you're scared to show it because someone said you're, like, if you're not creative, like if you're like a maths and science person, but you weren't really an artsy person, you're scared of like jumping on here and learning how to edit a bit, like just to put videos together and upload. I don't care who you are, do it, do your thing. Like, do not worry about anything like that. But just to move back to Vlogtober, I'm struggling, so I have missed a few days, but the whole point of Vlogtober is to be consistent, and actually the whole point of Vlogtober is to generate revenue and to be consistent. So for those of us that are not monetized, it's to be consistent, and for those, and to see what that does for you, and for those that are monetized, it's to generate more income. That this Vlogtober month makes you quite a bit of money because you would be uploading constantly, like every day. That's the whole point of Vlogtober. And so I'm struggling. I'm just like, what do I record? Every day I do the same thing, like, and some days, honestly, like the past 2 weeks, there's days where I've just been lying in bed, like the first thing I do is get on my phone, and I don't like doing that. I don't like waking up and getting on my phone and just, you know, it's been sad, I'm gonna say, you know, just because, you know, you kind of go through your ups and downs in terms of emotions when it comes to being unemployed, but in life in general. Even when I was employed, I wasn't happy doing what I was doing in America, but I had my days where I just wasn't happy. Like, it just happens, you know. And so I don't know if I should record those days. I don't like being on here on my bad days. I'm just in my head too much, and that's just a lot for me to handle. that's me tackling the unemployment part. So I'm just gonna let that go, because that's basically what it is with being unemployed. I'm just searching for work, and it's part of my day-to-day life. Like this morning, it's Saturday. I say that on Saturdays and Sundays I'm not job hunting, but the truth is there are posts that are either due on Saturday. Like there was a position, the last day was today, and I'm like, today's Saturday, why would they make it the 5th of October? I just thought it was so random, but I'm like, whatever. I logged on, I saw that it was there, I applied, and that's all I can do, you know. If anyone has any tips on strategies of applying for work, please let me know. I don't think I know everything. I'm definitely researching quite a lot, but I don't know everything. And so if you're South African and you know what the market is like, and you know it's crazy all over the world, then let me know. Vlogtober, unemployment. What was the last thing? I said my health. So I'm gonna put my health and my mental health together. Every time, this is the 3rd time I'm doing this. I've literally been counting, the 3rd or the 4th. Every time I talk about my health on here, I always edit it out of the videos. Eventually, I just always edit it out of the videos. And it's because I'm still conflicted about whether or not I should speak about this on camera for everyone to know and see. I'm going to upload this. I have a health issue that I'm dealing with that is something that a lot of women, specifically Black women, deal with. I don't want to be specific in this video. I will take you on a journey when I eventually just decide to come out with it. It's something that a lot of women of color, let me say, but specifically Black women deal with. And it comes with a lot. I don't think I want to speak about the other things it comes with, but this main particular issue is something that can be dealt with, but the risks are high. I think that my anxiety, or I think that anxiety that has been bestowed upon me, and depression that has been bestowed upon me, I don't want to claim these things. My anxiety, there I go again. Anxiety is something I've dealt with since I was a kid. I know why. And when I look back, the feelings I felt as an adult, I used to feel them when I was like 5, 6, 7. I remember specifically days where I would feel those flushes and my stomach like turning into knots because of a certain person when I was 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going up. And so obviously once I realized what it was and what it was called, anxiety, I know that I've had this for a very long time. It's my friend at this point. Like, we besties. I don't have siblings. At this point, it's my sister. And depression is something that comes along with that. Don't want to get too detailed, but I do go through it in and out, in and out, in and out. And I isolate when I'm not feeling my best. When I'm not okay, I isolate. And one of the best things that I've done for myself is decrease the amount of people in my life. Friends and family included. Like I've had to really just get back to basics because I have needed to regenerate and come up with a whole new person. Who I was when I was happy and good as a kid, is not who I can be now as an adult. I have to form a new person as an adult. And this is a journey I've been on, I would like to say, since 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. And it's been up and down, up until this moment. And it's been challenging. It's been very hard, losing friends. Some that have left on their own accord because of maybe me, and it's understandable. And some that I have left because I've also had to grow a pair and just be okay with saying, we can't be friends. I don't want to be your friend. Or just move away from the situation. And as hard as it has been, I've been very proud of myself. And I've also had to do that with family. Some most recently, and some it's been a long time coming. And I've also had to do that with experiences, kind of let things go that I can't do anything with things that have happened, and I can't, I'm dealing with learning how to deal with being scared of what's to come. I think I've done a pretty good job with that. I think living in America by myself for 4 years has actually done me great justice in that regard. Then to go back to my health has added onto that. This situation I'm going through, this condition I'm dealing with, is something that actually impacts your mental health greatly. Kind of like a lot of illnesses do. But because I didn't know for a long time what was going on, when I found out, it made sense. It made sense why I was so moody, why I am so moody. It made sense why I'm so irritable when I am irritable, especially around a certain time during the month. And it makes sense why I don't deal with certain things the way other people do in a normal sense. It's starting to make a lot of sense. My upbringing also makes sense, but this condition is making a lot of things make sense. It also makes why I isolate myself make sense, which is a big one for me, because for a long time I didn't understand why I was so comfortable not being around people for a long period of time, and then when I feel comfortable being around people, I will be around people. I couldn't understand it. When I wanted to be social, I will be social. When I don't want to be social, I don't care how long it takes. It could be 3 months, I'll isolate. And I couldn't understand why I was like that, because I just look at other people and I'm like, maybe it's because of how other people grew up. Maybe because they grew up in like normal circumstances, stable circumstances, 2-parent households. They're a little more emotionally stable than I am. And then I realized, no, there's more. When I finally figured out what was wrong with me, physically, my physical health, I realized that there is more to the situation than it is just me. It's kind of also just happening to me, but I do take accountability for, the world doesn't know what you're going through. So when you're not okay and you act out in that way, people don't understand. They don't see, like, you don't walk around with your health chart on you and people are like, oh, you're not feeling well. Oh, okay, I understand. Your back hurts really bad. Okay, I get it. You don't want to be social. You don't want to go out. You don't want to do anything. It's taken a toll on me, and these past 2 weeks, same thing. And it happens, like, I think for 2 weeks out of the month or week and a half, I'm good, and then for the rest, I'm not, because I'm going through this thing. And sometimes I push through it, of course. Like, I've worked for some time now, the healthcare industry. I've just worked, so I know that no one cares about how you feel. You just get up and you go to work and you do what you need to do. You do your best. And when you are okay, you're good. You push. When you're not okay, you do what you have to do. That's how I've been living. And I'm just having to make a very difficult decision right now with regards to my health. And I am struggling. Excuse me. I'm struggling to make this decision. Not so much, but there's so much weighing on this decision. I feel pressure and I don't like it. However, I do believe that I will be able to simplify the situation and come up with a very good way to deal with it that will really just be the best decision I can make for myself right now. I'm making this because I know I'm behind with videos. For Vlogtober, I will find ways to be creative with uploading. And yeah, I am very grateful for this YouTube platform, honestly. I don't have that many subscribers on this channel. I do have quite a few on the other, but I started a new channel for very specific reasons that I've mentioned before. One of them being I just needed to start again. And sometimes in life, you just need to start again. And that's it. I'm starting a new channel. I'm starting again in South Africa. I will be starting again at a new job in a new industry that I know for a fact. And that's just where I am in my life right now. I feel blessed. I know I'm blessed regardless of my life's circumstances and how life has been for me in the past, I've always felt blessed, just because I know I'm a pretty lucky person for how I grew up and the life I had growing up and how unstable it was. I've lived a pretty good life. I've always had a focused, clear head on my shoulders. Attentiveness, focus, and critical thinking and skills. I've always had those. And so those things were honed by, not just by the destructive side of life, but also because I was influenced by other people and my grandmother. And because I think I've always just chosen, I might not have known as a kid, but I always chose to be that way. And so I always know I'll do well and I'll be fine. It's just, everyone goes through those moments where they feel like life is being very weird. You're being very weird right now. You're acting real suspicious. And there's uncertainty. And in uncertainty, there's like a level of fear that you experience because you just don't know what is to come. You don't know what is... You don't know if it's death or life that's coming, Yeah, I just needed to say this because I want to get to know my audience a bit better, but I also want my audience to get to know me better so that we have some kind of likeness. Because you guys are the ones that are going to be on my channel interacting with me. The engagement is really what I want. And even on my old channel, I've never been able to get engagement on my own channel. Like, it was always likes and comments here and there, but never like engagement. I just don't know where I am missing the plot. But I really would love to foster a healthy relationship with my community on YouTube, and obviously grow this channel and eventually make money off of it. And of course, it's not going to do that now, and I'm okay with that. I want to make this a happy place to be in, but a free place nonetheless also. So happy job hunting to those that are job hunting. If you've got a job, good for you, baby girl. If you don't like it, find things to like about it, find a hobby, or start looking for another job. That's how I feel about that, because it might take you a while. And while you're in your job, look for another job, especially if you're not moving countries. If you're in South Africa looking like not liking your job, look for another job now while you're in your job. You don't have to quit your job now while you're looking for something else, or find your skill so that if you leave, you can monetize off of something else. Anyway, that's how I'm gonna end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna upload it today so that I can keep this ball rolling. I've missed 2, I think, or 3 days of Vlogtober, and I'm okay with it. I also overthink it a lot, so I don't want to overthink this video in particular. I just want to upload. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Watch and most importantly, engage with me. Ask me questions if you want to, or just comment on anything that I have said. I really would love to get to know you guys, even if it's just a few of you. I'd love to get to know you. Thank you for watching.